Tips for losing your virginity. What?
Because we both lost it. Well, I fucking hope.
We've definitely both lost our virginity.
We are going to give you the best quick tips and advice for losing your virginity, or maybe losing somebody else's virginity.
Yeah, because it can be really scary losing your virginity. So it's always nice to have some fun, relaxing tips. Some advice.
Yeah.
Basically, that's what I was trying to say.
It's terrifying losing your virginity.
Yeah,
it's terrifying. And it's completely normal to feel scared, because everything up until the point where you're losing your virginity, you're obsessing about it, you're thinking you have to, you know, the whole world is telling you you have to lose your virginity.
Oh my god. But, you know, at the end of the day, you're only ready to lose your virginity when you are ready.
Mm-hmm. We are true believers that at any age, if you feel ready, then that's cool with us.
Yes. So you can still feel ready, but be nervous at the same time. Just because you're nervous doesn't mean that you're not ready.
That's so true, actually.
Right?
It's important to make sure that your partner is also ready. Consent is key. An enthusiastic yes is what we mean by consent.
Yes, I want to lose my virginity.
Fuck me!
Yes!
Fuck me! Fuck me!
Losing your virginity doesn't necessarily mean penis and vagina sex.
That's very true, yeah. Wish I had known that back then. And this is because not all sex is P and V. Remember, lesbians don't have penises too.
You can have penetration sex being a lesbian though, with strap-ons.
You can, but do you think they'll be doing that first time? Like,
No, I don't think so.
penetrative sex can also be fingers as well, but that doesn't count currently as losing your virginity.
Yeah. But a lot of people have been saying recently that losing their virginity was the first time they received oral.
Yeah.
Or were just making out and fumbling around foreplay kind of stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, real sex.
Like back in the day, it used to be breaking your hymen. No more.
No one's hymen gets broken during sex anymore.
I mean, it does and it can do, but mine definitely wasn't. I lost mine to a canoe.
Setting the scene can go a long way.
That'd actually be well sweet though, wouldn't it?
Would,
Yeah,
right?
like candles and shit.
My
bath.
favourite story of people losing their virginities is when their partners have done something really special for them. Like set up fairy lights, candles,
Oh my God, fairy lights.
petals.
Yeah.
Just like make it a really nice, special thing. I mean, it doesn't have to be like that. It's just nice, and it makes it like a good memory.
Yeah, a definite good memory.
And it shows that you care.
Also, you don't have to be in love, or you don't have to be in a relationship to lose your virginity.
No.
It is a common misconception. If you feel ready and right, then hell yeah, just do it with whoever you want. But you will always remember losing your virginity, and you will remember that person. Like, I can still feel that, like, you know, uncomfortable vagina-ness going on. Like,
Yeah.
this is sex. Really? Foreplay is so important when you're losing your virginity. Make sure that you feel comfortable and ready. And foreplay actually helps you relax.
And foreplay could be anything from getting a massage, a genital massage, oral sex, or a little bit of fingering.
Kissing as well is great foreplay.
Oh yeah.
Lube! Oh my goodness. If I had known to use lube when losing my virginity, shit would have changed my life.
Oh my god. My virginity would be a totally different story if lube was in the picture.
Because unfortunately for us girls, when we're nervous, even subconsciously, we don't get wet. We can be dry. I remember being so dry when I lost my virginity, which is what causes most of the uncomfortability.
Yeah, so if you have lube, slippy and slidey straight in, and it's probably not even going to be that uncomfortable.
Oh my god, yeah.
It'd be so nice.
Go slowly. Remember, sex isn't necessarily about what we've been taught in porn when you're like, bam, 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 bam. You're losing your virginity. Take it real nice and slow, and definitely communicate. Is that pace okay? Should I speed up? Should I slow down? How are you doing?
You just stole the next point.
Oh my god, was it communication?
Yeah.
Shit, sorry.
The next point was checking in with your partner.
'Cause
Checking in.
It's an important point. It's how you can make
Yeah.
losing your virginity a much nicer experience rather
Yeah.
than both of you silently fucking assuming that's what you have to do.
Exactly.
Checking in can also mean reading body language.
I can read your body language.
language, understanding breath. If they're not saying anything or doing anything, asking them if they're okay. But it is all about the body language, what their body's saying. Are they tight and stiff and not moving? Maybe they're not having a good time.
You want them to be comfortable, relaxed, like moving in pleasure. I'm gonna sneeze.
Bless you.
Some people don't like to talk during sex as well, so I think that's why reading body language is so important. Like personally, I don't really like people checking in with me because it kind of gets me out of the mood.
Yeah.
So it's like if someone's like, "Are you okay?" and I have to reply, that then brings me out of like what could have been like the beginning of my orgasm.
See, I on the other hand love talking and chatting through. It doesn't always bring me out of the moment, especially because if you're having a great time, yes it can, but it's better to check than not to check. But you don't want to check too much. You're not like checking every moment. Only if...
Are you okay? Are you okay?
No, that would be shit. Only if you think the other person isn't enjoying it or having a good time.
Don't be afraid to touch the clitoris. Obviously, this is if you're having sex with someone that owns a vagina.
You can touch yourself. Oh my goodness, that really helped me when I was losing my virginity.
Yeah.
Because I was so used to clitoral pleasure myself that it definitely made me feel more comfortable with having a penis inside me.
It's actually really hard for women to have an orgasm or come through penetration alone. So even though it's the first time, why don't you try and figure out what else she likes so that it can actually be like a really pleasurable experience.
Toys really helped me as well.
Yeah.
Because I was so used to feeling comfortable with toys, and then it was a distraction from the penetrative sex that your body still has to get used to.
I mean, bringing toys into your first time, I feel like you should feel what sex feels like without toys for your first time.
You can do both things. I had loads of toys before I even lost my virginity. It just depends. You don't need a toy, but if it makes you feel more comfortable, suggest a toy, go for a toy, bring a toy. However, it is extremely hard to expect for women to have an orgasm the first time. And it can be hard for men as well. You know, we're taught a lot of the time, especially in sex education, that the guy has 3 pumps and then he comes and that's it.
Yeah.
And that is definitely not true.
It's not the case for everyone at all. And it's okay if you don't come, especially when it's your virginity. Don't expect it to be like this fantastic, pleasurable, amazing experience. Like, if you don't come, then that's fine too. You're still both going at it and like giving it a go.
Enjoying the pleasure. Yeah. And also, if you're a bloke and you do come quickly, that is also perfectly normal. It happens a lot because it's a new sensation for you. Yeah. It's something that's excited, that you've revved up inside your head and, you know, you're mentally charged. You know, it feels fucking good.
Yeah. Sex
feels great. So for a lot of guys, it is normal to come real quick.
Just don't forget to use a condom.
Oh yeah. Could you imagine getting pregnant the first time you have
fucking hell.
sex?
Sex can be a little bit sore the first time. Your body is not used to parts moving down there. Lube will definitely help it not become sore, but it still could. So make sure you're checking in constantly, not constantly. Any part through the sex where people start looking a little bit uncomfortable, it's probably just getting a little bit sore, and it's okay to stop.
Definitely. It's okay to say this isn't enjoyable, this hurts too much, because we're all made completely differently and different penises fit in different vaginas. It's not as painful as people make out, and there isn't going to be blood everywhere. Sometimes that can happen, but also that's just, you know, if your hymen breaks or your body's just trying to get, you know, used to something. It's never had a penis inside it before. I'm talking like from a woman's point of view. So your body does have to kind of get used to it from the inside. Yeah. It's kind of got to push a lot of stuff out of the way, try and make space for it, and that can be uncomfortable, but definitely not painful.
And penises can also get sore from sex for the first time. Your skin is being tugged in different ways, and especially if you have foreskin or you don't have foreskin and it's a bit tight, it can get sore, and that's okay too. And it's okay to stop, like you don't have to finish.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about you, but I had sex for a long time the first time, and that gets sore as well. I mean, for both people, especially when you're really into each other and all you want to do is fuck.
For my virginity, neither of us came, and that was totally cool. I did not give a shit at the time. I was still super happy that it happened.
Yeah, but also you don't feel like a new person. I really thought...
I did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I totally felt like, I was like, I'm a woman now.
I mean, I was excited, but I wasn't like, you know, the heavens have opened and now
Yeah.
suddenly I'm a new person. I was like, oh yeah, that's it. Because sex is built up so much and it can be quite disappointing.
Yeah.
You know, we hear so much about how fucking good and amazing it is. And then, especially for women, you have it and you're like, is that it? Remember, we need time to get used to the feeling, to understand and to really recognise what pleasure feels like. And that can take some time. Aftercare is super, super cute and lovely, and it makes the whole experience so much nicer for you both.
Cuddling, having a good hug, kissing, even maybe washing with each other afterwards, like having a nice shower or a romantic bath.
Chilling, watching a film, going having some food, making it just like
takeout.
cool and exciting.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be awkward, and if you do feel like it was an awkward situation, there isn't anything wrong with leaving the situation, but it's just so much nicer to stay and be cool.
Also, I think for some people, losing your virginity can be quite an emotional thing. So it's so nice to have someone there with you afterwards that's just like, I care about you. And like, we just did this thing together and that was really cool.
I mean, that's why we don't necessarily recommend losing your virginity fucked off your face at a house party, because you don't get that aftercare.
No. So I hope that all these tips were useful. If you've got any virginity tips yourself, stories, leave them in the comments below.
Oh my god, yes please. And if you want to listen to our virginity losing stories, we have a video for you.
It's either up there or there.
So yes,
Can't remember
it's
which
fucking
side.
somewhere.
Also, we have some really exciting news.
Yes.
Is that we have brought a new editor on board.
Yay!
Her name is Emily.
We want to thank Emily for coming and joining the team. She is a young female and we've always dreamed of the idea of having a full female team. Yeah, we're really excited to
We're
see what
so
she's going to bring to
excited.
us. Yeah, she's fucking new and awesome, and also because we both come from a production background, we also found it was really difficult getting into the industry being female because it's a very male orientated industry. So trying to give
Sisters gotta support sisters.
hell yeah. Not
So
just
make
equality.
sure everyone that you give a comment about the amazing edit in the comment section.
It will be funny. It will be.
Yeah, let us know if you like the change. And we also wanted to give a massive thank you to our last editor, Alex.
Oh, Alex, he's been with us for a couple of years now and he has honestly saved our skins when it came to juggling other jobs with trying to do this. So thank you so much
It's been amazing.
You have been amazing and we just appreciate all the work you've done.
Thank you. So make sure everyone that you subscribe to this channel. What the fuck are you doing if you haven't already?
Like, subscribe, comment, what else?
all that jazz.
Share, check
Like
out a podcast.
STI. Yes, we have a podcast called Fucks Given. You can find it everywhere: iTunes, Spotify, Acast.
Anyway, see you next week.
Bye.
My legs!